beautifully. If you just go the reverse, just 1 hour back, I was in Dunkin' Donuts taking donuts for my son. That's how life is. Every woman's life is. So I don't want to be very formal, because when we are talking about ourselves, I think we don't have to be very precise on certain things. We are all mothers, daughters, maybe grandparents, and we are such a powerful soul that, we are the creators, we are the destroyers. So we can create the best and we can destroy the worst. This is what I believe. And I tell my team, I have 14 members team, wherein I tell them, I don't want to die like a normal woman. I don't want to die like a normal woman. I keep myself in front Jayalalitha, I keep myself in front Sudhamurthy ma'am. So much they have touched life, and I think women have so much of love and energy in us that we can touch anybody's life. Love can be one only love. This is what I believe. So even today my team, a team of 14 boys, one more success is a team of 14 boys who are working for me day and night, no matter what. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, come, let's get like they're ready, and yes, they are not my kids, but they're not born to me, but they are just my kids, what I can say. I have 2 boys there today. And that is how, we are, taking care of certain things. And I'm an extreme pet lover, extreme dog lover. I have rescued almost, not me alone, but as a team we have rescued almost 1,000 plus dogs. So any dog we see on the street, we don't leave it unattended. We just call people, take them. Even today I have a dog at my home which was rescued, and he is very friendly to me and not to my husband. I don't know the reason why. Because and I told my husband, please take care of them. So whenever I travel, he comes back at home, and when he travels, I take care of house. And of course, we are able to do what we are doing. It's just because the man in our life, everybody, of course, the man in our life, they can say good, bad, worst, everything comes from them. So I think we'll take the good and we'll just forget the bad. And even my husband has been a biggest support. When mine was a love marriage. So when I got married to him, he told me, you as a woman have to fly high, no matter what. Your area is not restricted to kitchen. I'm a good cook indeed. Initial days of marriage, I used to cook for 1 dosa, 1 sambar, 2 chutneys, and now it's become only 1 dosa or puri dosa. That's all, because now the time is less. We don't have time. And of course, it's same with everybody. Those days I, made my husband's taste buds so used to all the varieties that today when I don't give varieties on the table, there arises fights, quarrels. But yes, we have to go through it. They'll understand someday. Which is touching people's life. I don't want to restrict my life only to husband and son. My son is here. I get into all the eves because I want him to witness what his mother is doing. My life, of course, my world is, but beyond that there is something else we all know. Some different power, some different energy. So we have to just go beyond that family, husband, relatives. There is what you stand, what your true potential stand. And of course my mother-in-law was, she's no more. She was having cancer and she succumbed to it. So she was a powerful lady. Even today in Trichangood, she was a gold medalist in literature those days. Even though when she got a medicine seat those days, she refused to it. She gave free tuitions. Our entire husband's family is teacher's family. She gives free tuitions to people. She was doing insurance and all that those days, the PLAs and all. And she wanted to be she wanted to be independent. And my father-in-law wasn't, we are still into tobacco business. So we almost supplied 400 shops. That is what my mother-in-law had supported my husband. And first, through her earnings, she started off the business and still it's continuing. It's been almost 35 to 40 years now. And I think every woman is a backbone to society, I can say. I'm seeing only engineers here. I'm not talking about the professional engineering degree. Of course, we may have different degrees, but I can really see beautiful engineers here. When I talk about engineers, we are engineers, we women are engineers without the certificate. Without an engineer, definitely we cannot construct a house, right? We are the real architects of the society, I can say. We build a home, right? We build a society, right? We build a beautiful nation. Tell me one house without women, how messy it is. I've seen my house. When I got married, the first day of my marriage, I entered, no lady in the family. My mother-in-law expired 25 years back. The day in Trichangod, in the hill temple, I got married. My family is a big family in Mangalore. We are 30-40 people. One birthday celebration, 40 people come. And here, when I got into the house, I was alone standing like this with 3 boys, and they are welcoming me. And that day night, the first day of my marriage, ladies, girls will have different dreams. I was having big vessels here, and I was just cleaning them till 11:30 night. And after 12, got and slept off, and my mom, my relatives, everybody were in the nearby hotel. So I called up my mom and telling I want to come home. I don't want to stay in Tamil Nadu, take me back, I'm missing my dogs, I'm missing my dad, I'm missing my brother. That was how it started. But then yes, so much of pain, so much of sacrifice, so much of struggles. But today when I see myself as a beautiful businesswoman who's touching lives, touching hearts, and yet to touch more and more lives, bring up more and more ladies, entrepreneurs especially, I feel myself good, proud that if that day I was not gone to that family, maybe today I would have been married to somewhere and would have been, I got lots of proposals, US, UK doctors and all that. In spite of that, love, went over all this. And then I still thought, okay, should I go here or should I go there? But then end of the day, it was love which stood strong. And today, getting to an uncomfortable situation and making it comfortable for myself was my choice. So I think it's in our hand that we make whatever situation beautiful. In Mangalore, if you know, I think you would have seen Mangalore. Mangalore is just like Kerala. It's completely greenery, and in rainy season it rains beautifully. So in Trichangod, where I stay right now, it's completely buildings and direct hots and falling. So I didn't like that place initially, because now if I tell you from Bangalore to come and stay there, it's very difficult because it's too hot there, at least 3 months. Then I started planting and doing gardening. Today my place is so cool with all the plants and everything. And that is how I think every woman, I always tell, you put me in any situation, I'll make it comfortable for me. I think we women have to do that, and we have the power to do that. More than I doing or you doing, I think it's inbuilt within us that we can do anything. I'm seeing so much of smiles, so many beautiful faces, and people waiting for their awards. I don't want to take lots of your time. I know that's a wonderful moment for you to come take an award, and I'm too early to give away awards, I feel, because for me there is still so much to do in life. I am not going to stop here. Even though I'm 80 or 90 tomorrow, I'm going to keep up the same energy. I'm just going to work like this. And my house is not a house now. My husband is searching for which room he has to go and sleep, because every room there is saris. I'm setting up now the 3rd floor also. I put up a printing unit. So we design saris, whatever. I didn't want you to wear what you get in the market. I want my people to wear what I create. So I create, I blog, I design, you wear, you feel happy, you look one among the crowd. That's what I basically want. And yes, we are coming up with so many events. I think tomorrow there is a small official meet of ours also in Bangalore. So even I was having certain plans to talk regarding further collaborations with Mrs. Harini. And Mrs. Harini is such a sweet person. I think hardly 4 or 5 times I spoke to her. And I think Akilan was coordinating. Even I couldn't talk to her. And thank you, Mrs. Harini, for having me here. I feel really honored. And yes, we have 2 Shernis here who have shared their experiences. And wonderful, ma'am, hearing your stories and just keep inspiring people. I saw your Facebook videos also. Whenever I go somewhere, I just try to find out who is what they're doing. I saw your videos where you are telling the children, you are telling the people how to be. That's a wonderful job. Imparting knowledge or motivating others or supporting others is something which not everybody can do. Am I right? Not everybody can do. But we will do it to everyone. I think one pat on the back. Sometimes I feel so low. Sometimes even my husband is not there at the moment. I just pat myself. Anjali, parvalla, ipanna, bayapadada. That's all. And imagine if there is somebody else doing it for us. What is the energy passing out through us, right? So pat your back. It's okay. We'll not wait for our husbands. Husbands were not there, 15, 20 years back. Your parents were there. Just pat your back yourself, pull up your socks and do what you want to do. Everybody will come up with the beautiful colors. And one thing I would like to tell always is, keep giving. The power of giving gets you in multifolds. Kannada also. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೇನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೇನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೇಗಾದರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಾರದೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಜೀವನನೇ ಹಾಗೆ, ಇರೋ ತನಕ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಂಚಿ, ಏನು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರು ಹಂಚಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂಚ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಂಚಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That's my fundo of life, and I think that is what has got me here today. Thank you, Mrs. Harini, once again. Lots of love to you from Vijay Lakshmi team, and you're doing a fabulous job. Keep doing and keep touching lives. And next year, definitely, I would like to see still more big events happening, and you will definitely do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
So thank you so much, Anjali. And one thing I would just want to tell you in a quick, during COVID, Anjali was my stress buster. Her videos made me alive. That's what she did to the community of women who love sarees. And if you see my Facebook photos, sarees are from her, most of them. Thank you so much for making me look good and confident in your sarees. Love you, Anjali. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What I'd like to say is that Mrs. Anjali, your words were definitely very inspiring. Your sari is also beautiful, but you are more beautiful than anything. I think that's what it is, right? When you look at a person and when you see the kindness and the happiness and that love, it shows in the face. Yes or no? I completely agree, and thank you so much for addressing the gathering. Now I want to recite a small quote, and I would like everyone to listen to this quote carefully. If you concentrate on finding whatever is good in every situation, you will discover that your life will suddenly be filled with gratitude, a feeling that nurtures the soul. Do we all agree? It's always, every time we look at something good, there's always something, they say there's something called the yin and the yang, right? Have you heard of the yin and the yang? There's always something bad and something good, or something good and something bad. But if we concentrate on the good, trust me, we'll only see good things happening in our lives. Now let's go ahead, and I would like to say again a few words about our next speaker, and she's our special guest of honor, Srimati Rama Bhaskar, who's a trustee of Paranga Charitable Trust and also the principal for Paranga Vidya Kendra, Magadi. Please clap for her, ladies and gentlemen. Ms. Bhaskar has more than a decade experience as a headmistress in many schools across Bengaluru. She is now serving as a trustee for Paranga Charitable Trust as well as a principal for Paranga Vidya Kendra for the past 2 years. Being born and located in Bengaluru, she is a person who does a lot of social service to the community, starting from drinking water supply to villagers nearby, the school to collecting unused tailoring machines, and empowering women in underprivileged communities. She provides you with so much of love and care when you visit her school and place. That is a green school, and it's a must-visit place for all educators. As the classrooms, please listen to this, the classrooms are built in a pyramid structure. It is a vision of the founder, Mr. Ramamurthy, to create energy and circulate the flow. Now I would love to invite Ms. Rama Bhaskar to address the gathering. Please come. Please clap for her. Namaste, everybody. Am I visible to all of you? Yes. No, most of the times I ask this question because there was one gathering when I went and people were searching for me. I told God sends all good things in small bags. Please keep searching.
Bhaskar. I come from a very small village called Torepalya, which is 4 kilometers off Mavi. And I am serving here for the past 2 years, as she told, in different dimensions. I don't want to restrict myself to 2 dimensions because now Paranga has become part of me. Before going ahead and talking about Paranga, because I don't want to talk about myself before I talk about Paranga, I just want you to know there are 2 different persons in this Paranga. Pa means Parvatamma, Ranga means Ranganath Rao, freedom fighter, pre-independence period pharmacist, on whose names we have coined this name Paranga. Parvatamma is Mr. Ranganath Rao's wife, my husband's grandfather and grandmother. They are basically from Toyotaya. We were zamindars there. Shanbhogra anta kelirtira. Around 16 villages came under our family's purview, but due to lot of other things today, we only have a little bit of land there, which the whole family, as a family of 9 siblings, 5 sisters and 4 brothers. They decided to convert it into a charitable institution and make their parents immortal. This whole project was pioneered by my father-in-law's younger brother, M.R. Ramamurthy. He was a scientist. He was a deputy director of NEL. A very inspirational person to all of us, the whole of our family, my extended family. That is a wrong word it would be, because after I got married, I just did not get married to my husband. My family got extended to hundreds. We have a lot of cousins, brothers, sisters, children, grandchildren, everybody. And all of us in good terms, working towards a common goal of serving the society. Now, when we began the event today, Lorraine talked about gratitude. No, that is the one punch word with which we all are working. Giving back to the system. As I told you, I come from a family of freedom fighters. Even my parental home, we were zamindars only. Today only that zameen is not there. That's all. Okay. But yes, I made it very happy, blessed to be where I was born and whom I married also. Both the families have made me what I am today. Normally, what happens is we keep creeping. But in my case, it was ulta. My husband keeps creeping because when he married me, I was the worst possible cook who could only heat water. I could boil water, not put a decoction. Husband is passionate about coffee. So he took the first step. He is my teacher to cooking. Whatever I cook today, he has taught me. He is a very good cook and takes care of the family also. Why it is important is because when I was married, I was just a graduate. But I had this passion to study. It was he who encouraged me, who told me, go ahead, do whatever you want. You can live your life the way you want. I never had boundaries in my in-laws' house. My mother-in-law used to take care of my months-old daughter. And she used to tell, don't waste your time, go sit and study. That is how I was able to do 2 of my master degrees and my BA, all other things, and get into teaching also. So, I really feel very happy today standing in front of you and talking about Paranga, because Paranga is not a profession for me, it is my passion. 2 days before I asked Harini ma'am, what should I speak ma'am coming here? Should I do a little bit of homework and come? To knock your heart out, that is more than enough. Ramamurthy inspired us to serve the society. And or whatever benefits he got in the form of his voluntary retirement, that along with all our ancestral property of land was converted into a charitable trust in 1998. And we were all having a confusion. Okay, trust is done. What after that? How after that? It was at that time a school in the village was closed down. Children did not have anywhere to go. So Ramurthy took a voluntary retirement and went back to his ancestral home. I think you can imagine. A home away from the village, in between the farmlands, where snakes invite you, peacocks wake you up, and here we had a scientist who was milking the cows, getting a little bit of money, and calling people to educate them. His very thought, went ahead for education, because not only he, his 5 sisters struggled to become graduates during those days. The scene was not different even now, 20 years back also. So he started off a school in his own home. He was the headmaster, he was the assistant teacher, he was the IMA, he was the clerk, he was the auditor. So he played all the roles and started off. And today, we have a school standing in a 4.5 acre land with a full-fledged computer lab and a science lab. Very shortly we are starting our own kitchen, and I don't think you all need to go to Egypt to see the pyramids. We have 11 pyramids constructed there, and each classroom is in the form of a pyramid. I feel very proud. The world's first educational institution run under the pyramid structure is ours. I belong to that, and I feel very honored today. I am here to represent Bharata, but let me share with you my piece of struggles also. I am a weekend wife to my husband. He is a whole-time father to my children. So like how Madam told today, the cooking, the cleaning, the taking, caretaking of the family, all that he does for me. That is the support he is. He is a pillar of support in my life. We have my father who keeps monitoring me. He keeps telling me what is right, what is wrong, what to do, where to go, what to talk. Even today he told, you should not talk too much about yourself. Time irala bidippa. Hello. Friends, today we have huge projects in mind to be taken care of. I talked about our visionary Ramurthy because he has given us an identity. I stand here as a small epitome of his vision. When a scientist has a vision, it is not having any boundaries. Every day when I enter this room, we have his statue standing at the entrance today. Unfortunately, he is not here with us. I keep telling him, Chikappa idu ankondikkiri, sadhya adre ಮಾಡಿ. Every time he was very vocal about what was to be done. He wanted people from all walks of life to come, to serve, to help that part of the community which is not having an exposure to the mainstream of the world. Today we can say everybody is having a smartphone. Today our children in our school, in my school, they study using tabs. They are far better than me in most of the ways in using technology. But all this is possible because of a very huge corporate unseen hand behind us. I'm very thankful to that team which has supported us till here. But still a lot of things has to be done, and can I take this platform to put a request ahead here? Please share a word about Paranga with all your friends and groups. You can. I don't want to show any videos or give you a visual of our school because I want you to search. I always believe I'm like that naughty kid in the class. You give an open end and the child will go in search of whatever he or she wants to know. This is my humble request to all of you. Please search about Paranga. You will see the most beautiful school you have seen. The first thing we all must learn is be proud of yourself. And I'm proud of myself. Not as a peacock at least, but I'm proud. I belong to a wonderful institution. Please see that you spread a word about Paranga, and I have a lot of other helping hand and a further huge extended family of Paranga. Next year we are stepping into the 25th year of Paranga, and as a gift to our founder, we are planning to set up a tailoring lab in the school. Presently, we teachers have taken up the responsibility of teaching a little bit of stitching to the children there, but it is our mission we set up a small tailoring lab so that we can encourage the local women to come and learn a skill which they can use for their survival. So this is one small project. We run on donations majorly. Our fee structure is very low and it's extremely nominal. I don't think I'll surprise you if I tell you we provide midday meal, uniforms, all educational facilities, transportation, everything. And can somebody guess how much we are charging from the children? Any guesses? Any amount, anybody? For all the services we are doing to the society for children coming from in and around 15 to 20 kilometers, we are charging 7,500 per year. Some pay, many don't. So it's my humble request to all of you. I take this opportunity to request all of you to be a part of Paranga family. Join hands with us, because Ramurthy always used to say, every donor is not rich and every rich person need not be a donor. And why I talk of him with such high words is, he lived women empowerment. In Bangalore, if you have seen in Jayanagar, there is a small band called as the Bangalore Credit Cooperative Society that was started by him. The very objective there was, he wanted to help middle class people who suffered documentation and could not get loans to fulfill their small dreams. Morning he used to work with NAL, and in the evening he used to sit in front of his house on a small table in JP Nagar, where he used to give 500 rupee loans, 1000 rupees, 200 rupees loans to the people. You will be surprised to know, when Paranga started, there were many people from this family who had taken loans, visualized their lives, who became members to the society, and today it is one of the best societies in Karnataka. They have been supporting us all through. Women joined us in different dimensions. Housewives used to prepare this cotton bhatis for the puja, and they used to prepare all sorts of masala powders, sell that, and they used to come. Murthy, idu ye tingle nanla paddoga Paranga gittu. This is done by his own sisters. And that is the best part of Paranga, how it is supporting women. Today many local women are there with us, they are working with us. We have not only created employment, we have even created many women literates in the area. We have the second generation of villagers, that is our own students, children studying in our school. We have dreams of expanding, but morally economically, and in all other fields, we need support from the whole society. And that is, what I wanted to put in front of you all today as a representative of Bharat. Harini ma'am, thank you. I don't know, to be very formal with her, because I feel they are like a family to us. Though I have not seen her many times, thank you for calling me here. I don't want to talk too much, because when I start talking about Baraka, I don't stop. And on a personal ground, I'm an educator and I'm happy for that. And today, I was getting goosebumps when I was listening to ma'am talking about her experience. Along with that, we also run a small handicraft business of my own. I do have my own brand of processed food. But since my daughters were like outright, "Ma factory ella shoot madidde now continue mada." I just kept quiet. I didn't go ahead to the next level. Though I had opportunities, I left it there because for me education was a passion. Thank you for giving me a patient listening.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your words were truly, truly inspiring. I now call Ms. Harini to go ahead and felicitate all our lovely speakers. Please give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Please clap, ladies and gentlemen. I think we should take a group photo as well. So all of you all please stand with your beautiful bouquet of flowers. We already have beautiful flowers already looking at all of you all, and they will be carrying a bouquet of flowers. That's the best part. Beautiful, very good. Yes. Please clap, ladies and gentlemen. What you see on all their faces are beautiful smiles, but trust me, these smiles are also hiding a lot of perspiration, a lot of hard work, and a lot of support from people who they have already named and maybe they have not named. So give them a bigger round of applause. Thank you so much. I will request Ms. Harini to please let them sit at their respective seats. Please escort them. I request Ms. Shweta Charan to please come to the dais. Alright, so we have a lovely speaker who's going to be talking to us in a few minutes from now. But before we go ahead and listen to her, and I'll tell you a little bit about her as well, I have a question for everybody. Now you must be wondering, why is this girl asking me so many questions? But it's a very, very simple question. The entire event today is based on one concept, that's the power of gratitude. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so I want you to tell me in your own words, what do you understand by gratitude? Whoever wants to speak, this is your moment to shine. You can tell us your name and tell us what gratitude means to you. Or I'll come up to you and give you the mic. You can decide one of them. Yes. Please tell us your name.
I'm Amita. I'm Amita. According to me, gratitude is a silent prayer for that person. May you thrive, may you succeed, may you be healthy.
Thank you so much. Please clap for her. Okay. Anyone else would like to try? What is gratitude according to you? Anyone? Okay, she's looking away, so I'll give it to her. Yeah. Come on. What is gratitude according to you? You can tell us. Tell us your name and tell us.
My name is Sripriya Ramachandran. I don't know what to say.
Say anything. Gratitude. Who are you grateful to? Do you need a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give us some time. Anybody else would like to tell me what is gratitude? Yes. Finally, one gentleman right at the end. Yes, sir. Please tell us your name.
My name is Rohit.
Thank you, Rohit.
So I think gratitude according to me is appreciating the smallest of the things and the gifts which we have got rather than worrying about the bigger things.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Please clap for Rohit, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else would like to try? What is gratitude according to you? Yes. I'm coming to you. Please tell us your name. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Natasha. According to me, gratitude is being comfortable in your own skin, being accepting of everything that happens to you. Because when you're comfortable in your own skin, you're able to be appreciative of anyone or anything that has happened to you.
Thank you, Natasha. Please clap for ladies and gentlemen. That was beautiful. You want to say? Please go.
I'm Shari. According to me, gratitude is loving the good and the bad of life equally.
Okay. Loving the good and bad of life equally. Would you like to explain? Because that is a very, very interesting statement.
So, we kind of are very biased in our thought process. Whatever good happens to us, we kind of are ecstatic about it. And the things which do not go according to us, we do not appreciate it. So it's like, man ka ho to acha, na ho to aur bhi acha.
Wow, kya baat hai. Please clap for her. Anybody else would like to tell us what gratitude means to you? Anyone? Anyone from this side? Any little one wants to tell us what gratitude means to you? Or do you want to highlight who you want to be grateful to today? Anybody? Anyone else? Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Now we'll go ahead with the next speaker, and I'd just like to say a few words about her first. So while we're getting it set up, I'd like to say a few words about today's hostess, Mrs. Harini. You won't believe, but I have only met Harini only once. And she's an amazing, amazing person, and I'm so glad that I've got the privilege to MC for her show today. Thank you so much, Harini. Please give her a big round of applause. So we are going to go ahead with our next speaker and our keynote speaker. Her name is Shweta Jalan. She's the Senior Manager of Pega Systems. She's also a very passionate storyteller and a public speaker. Her topic is going to be the new paradigm of leadership. A technology enthusiast, she's working as a senior manager in Pega Systems. She's a result-oriented player with 18 plus years of rich and insightful experience in IT, industry involving development and maintenance. She's a storyteller by profession, and she believes in continuous learning and growth. She's a president of the Toastmaster Club who loves to learn many things and new things in dynamic leadership and public speaking. She's also a very active member of When India NGO. So please go ahead, Shweta. the floor is yours. Please clap for ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. I hope this gets fixed by the time we start. Sir, are you fixing this? Okay. So, can we have a big round of applause for wonderful ladies who were inspiring us all the afternoon? And very good afternoon from me. I hope this gets fixed again, as I said.
Okay, while this is getting fixed, just a quick question to everyone. How many of y'all are from Namma, Bengaluru? Could you raise your hands, please? Wonderful. How many of y'all are from outside Bengaluru, from Tamil Nadu? Could you raise your hands? Wonderful. How many of you are from Kerala? Wonderful. How many of you are from other states apart from Kerala, Karnataka or Tamil Nadu? Please raise your hands. Wonderful. If you ask me the same question, do you know what my answer is? I'm from India. Yes or no? Are we all not from India? We're all tiny states, we're all towards the south of India, but we're all such a powerful, powerful economy, and it's so amazing to be an Indian today. Trust me, I'm really happy I'm where I am right now. Shweta, are we ready?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think we can start at least.
Yes.
I don't read the whole leadership, but the word leadership is there. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shweta Jalan. Thank you, Lorraine, for such a lovely introduction. It's been such inspiring stories, ma'am. So much to learn from all of you. Before I come to my topic of new paradigm of leadership, let me talk about myself. I come from an age and a time where girl child were thought as burden, and every parent wanted a boy children. How many of you can relate to this? Okay, so before I go, I would like to start with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. You must be the change that you wish to see in the world. I was born into a middle class Marwari family. Now, how many of you know Marwaris?
I am a Marwari.
You are a Marwari. Good. How many of you know a Marwari? I know very few people are here in Marwari, but how many of you know Marwaris? We are all business people, right? Now, in Marwari, why do I say that is because Marwaris are sticklers of tradition, where women in my age and time were not allowed, to grow or to grow in businesses. They were taught to, at a very early age. I was told that you have to get married and you have to start a family. We're not given positions of, careers, and I belong to that time. But I had just one dream, to be self-reliant. My mother was an inspiration. My mother was an inspiration. She used to tell me, if you have to get out from the shackles of this, you have to study hard. And that, my dear friends, lived with me. I knew that I have to do something on my own. But how? That is what I couldn't find when I was a child. I led a very, very normal life with my siblings, my sister, my brother, my parents, with only one dream. I should have an office of my own one day. I should be financially independent. I should be self-reliant. But how? I got a scholarship. Now, when I was very good in studies, as my mother used to tell me, I was among the toppers of my class, and that led to a scholarship for me in Germany. I went to Germany when I was 20 in a students' exchange program. That was the time, that was the transformational time for me. Because I met students from China, from UK, from US, from different parts of the world. And what was the difference between me and them? For me, for everything I was taking permissions. I used to say, can I do this, can I do that? But they were independent. They used to do whatever they wanted. I traveled through Germany and all through Europe, meeting some strong women in life. That was my transformation. I told to myself, I am going to take control of my life. I am going to be independent. And the first thing when I came back was married my best friend. Those times in Marwari family, love marriages was a big no-no. But I married my best friend. He's still my husband, sitting at home. But he was always encouraging. And that's when, after marriage, I studied. I studied my master's. I completed my studies. And I first started teaching technology. Teaching Java, J2E, and all the other technological stuff. And got into a job into various leadership positions. I was a developer, I was a team lead, I went into an architect role, a manager, and now a senior manager in a very reputed firm. I traveled the world. The dream that I had when I was young, today, I can see it fulfilled. So, here each one of you, and now that I have gone into a lot of leadership positions, each one of you, I think, are leaders. This quote of John Adams, I know you can't see the whole quote, I'll just read you out. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, become more, you are a leader. You do not have to be in a position of power. You do not have to be in a position to be a leader. If you can inspire one person, you're already a leader. In my 18 years of experience in IT, I have seen leadership, the meaning of leadership change. And that's why I'm going to talk about the old paradigm and the new paradigm of leadership. I'm sorry about the cut that is happening there. The old paradigm was stay on the path which others have for you. The new paradigm is create your own path. When to compete against others, the new paradigm is there is no others. You have to compete with yourself. You have to make a better version of yourself. And that's what you are competing with. Stay humble and don't boast about yourself was an old paradigm. Controlled boosting is a sign of self-confidence. So you should boast about yourself. You should talk about yourself. And that will give you a self-worth. Work is only about being paid. That was an old paradigm. New is love what you do. Being paid is the feeling that you get at the end of it. right? Leadership is a position? No. Daring leadership is having the courage to be imperfect, to be vulnerable. Daring leadership is having empathy towards others. Being busy is good and you should keep doing it. The new paradigm is give yourself the time. Give yourself that cycle, because for women, the career cycle and the biological cycle, they don't match, right? I still remember when I was into, I was getting into a job and I was about to get promotion. I also got pregnant, right? While I saw my male colleagues going up the ladder, I took my time and I took care of my son for 2-3 years because I wanted to enjoy my motherhood. And today I have, and then I came back to this job. And today where I grew up, from where I see my colleagues, I see a lot of difference. So give yourself a time, because everybody has their own time and age and cycle. Leadership is about time management? No. Leadership is about energy management. The old paradigm was take initiatives and decisions for others. The new paradigm is empower others. Allow them to make mistakes. There is a failure that would happen. Learn from your failures and celebrate success. Learning is complete. Now, my dear friends, we have heard so many of our inspiring ladies here. Their learning did not end, because learning can never stop. You have to be open to ideas, to approaches, and willing to develop your skills and knowledge continuously. That is the new paradigm. Drive results by fostering fear. Create a culture of inclusion and respect is the new paradigm of leadership. Age defines you and your career. No, there is no age or right time to start. If today you want to start something, this is the right time. So there is no age, there is no right time to start. Every time is right. So start. Live your dream. I would love to conclude by these 5 lines. Love yourself. Live your life. Learn continuously. Listen to your heart and lead your path. Thank you so much for being such a great audience, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Check, check. Thank you so much. Please clap for again, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very well presented about leadership, the old and the new way, or the new paradigm of leadership. I would like to call on the dais Dr. Manjula to present an award, and Mrs. Harini to present an award to Shweta Jalan. Please, Dr. Manjula, please come to the dais. And Harini, please come to the dais as well. Please clap for them, ladies and gentlemen. Please clap. Wonderful. We can pose for a group photograph, please. Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Manjula. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you, Harini. All right, so let us break for a quick cup of chai. So there is tea outside. I would request all of you all to please come back in 20 minutes. Can we all set our clocks to 20 minutes, everybody? All right, thank you so much. Please step outside. You can go ahead and have a cup of chai. Thank you.
பாஸ் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தேன். இது ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகாது. பாஸ் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தேன். இது ரெக்கார்டு பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். அப்படியே வச்சிருவான். அப்படியே வச்சிருக்கேன். லைவில் போயிட்டுருந்தேன். லைவில் போ. ஆமாம். அது 2 ஸ்ட்ரீம் கொடுத்து திரும்பி அதுதான் சொல்கிறேன். லைவில் போட்டு இதை உங்கள் இதில் பாருங்கள். உங்கள் இதில் பாருங்கள். யூடியூப்பில் பாருங்கள். என்ன ஆரம்பிக்கிறது மட்டும் இல்லைன்னா இது பண்ணுங்க. பாசாச்சா போயிட்டு தான் இருக்கும். இதை எண்டு பண்ணி திரும்ப பண்ணால் திரும்ப கண்டினியூ ஆகும். செப்பரேட் வீடியோ வரலாம். தனி வீடியோ வரலாம். அடுத்தது கண்டினியூ ஆகும். செகண்ட் பார்ட் அதான் தனித்தனியாக. ரெண்டு ஸ்ட்ரீம் இருக்குவா? கட் பண்ணுறப்போ அடுத்த வீடியோஸ் அதான்
Oh, the other right. Okay.